and the golden voice of Neal Ruhl. Sit back and relax. It's time for your daily dose of Big D energy.
Hey, yo, welcome back, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, BMG, Big Mike Gentry, and, of course, Spencer Raxter here in the building. All of you on the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Jump in there. Get your thoughts, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. All of it. We appreciate y'all. And explosive viewership, listenership, all of it. Check out the Big D Energy podcast as well. And we appreciate all y'all, but let's get into it. It's this morning had the feel, D-Mac. Now, I know it's going to be like 99 degrees over the weekend every single day, but today was the first taste, D-Mac. That crisp football in the air. You felt it, didn't you, D-Mac?
Yeah, it was pretty cool, actually. Went back in. I actually have a long sleeve under a t-shirt under here and went back in and grabbed a sweatshirt. And I always like it. I love this weather. This is great golf weather. Golf league later on should be pretty cool. But yes, football weather for sure waking up here on a Hump Day Wednesday.
Yeah, no question. We got a lot of football stuff to get to. As we said, the Lions got down to their 53-man roster. I know everybody's obsessed about it. We'll discuss it, the final roster cuts as well. And, you know, it's just one of those things, D-Mac, where I don't get as worked up about it as some other people do, but people get worked up about it, man.
Well, I think that it's, you know, there's a couple names on the list where we're excited to watch, and you know, Dylan Drummond was the guy that Spenny talked about, and you know, Alexander, another guy, you know, Breeze trying to make it there. So there wasn't. It's like I asked Gabby, our illustrious reporter, Gabrielle D. Phillips, I asked her, were there any surprises to you from seeing in camp? And really, there really wasn't any surprises. So we're moving forward, getting ready, and this now it gets real, Neal.
No, it does, and we're in our first week of college football. Thursday night, that gets real as well. We'll discuss all of that. The Austin Meadows deal, huh?
Yeah, you said you wanted to talk about that.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
1 year, $4.3 million, huh?
That's all it is?
Yep.
Wow.
Re-signed him?
No, that's what we paid him last year to not play.
Oh.
So there's that out there as well.
Yikes.
It's just
How much
Yeah, but I
longer do
mean,
we
so
have
you
on it?
missed on it. But that's an Al move. So what are you
Exactly.
surprised? So can we not just like, oh, wow, are we not this? So, okay, look at my shocked face. Let's move on.
all right, fair enough. No, it's just who would have thought, you know, like who'd have thought it was going to go down like that, man?
Yeah.
What was his stat the other day? Zach Brady's 45 home runs.
And there it is. Austin Meadows,
42 games played.
42 games played. You know, obviously that changed. So,
And I didn't even
you know,
go into no
it's
home
wild.
runs.
Yeah, it is. It's wild to me because there was not one detractor from that deal, me included, at the time. But that just goes to show you that's Al's track record. WoodwardSports.com, chat thread, Big Play J. Happiest of hump days. Dos Burritos says, we need to get Flannel on for a segment each week just so we can destroy his identity and everything he stands for.
I like that.
I think that's a little aggressive.
Can we? Oh.
Don't
sorry.
you, D-Mac?
Well, but you know what? Wouldn't it be doing something for the show? Because you know we have that rival show between Spenny and him. I could just like soften him up. It'd be like getting him in the ring pre-fight. Don't you owe me that? I mean, don't we owe it to be? Can't you see that like guilty by association into the booth, and they're like, poor BMG. We like BMG, but
No,
he's getting some
BMG came
slander.
in at the perfect time.
I mean,
you'll learn this in your career.
Like, imagine if Flannel, and we took it easy on him, because imagine if Flannel came in and sneezed like that. I mean, it's totally expected. But I mean, you're better today, though, right, Mike? I see you got your hat on.
Yep.
Backwards hat too, so that means business.
Yep.
That's business, Mike. It's not short in the front, party in the rear. That's hat backwards. That's business, Mike.
Business today.
How's your allergies?
It's getting better, but I told Neal we have those 4 90-degree days next week. So
is that good or bad?
It's
Why
probably
don't
going to
you
be
sweat it
bad.
out?
It's probably going to be bad.
Well,
It'll be good in the
are you
moment,
gonna
but the
sneeze
aftermath.
like a man?
No guarantees.
Okay, no.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Self-awareness.
Just up your game, man. Like just
Just
that
be
when
better.
you know how when your nose tickles before you sneeze, you got to take that as your cue to say I got to step my game up. I can't sneeze like a bitch.
Neal, can I speak to the bench right now? Can I approach the bench and say, the guys that might have a point, and do maybe on a Wednesday during football season, just because, depending on how his Jets are doing and depending on somehow of his takes, we could just absolutely get him in here for a segment just to smash down on him. Sort of like the hate Aaron Rodgers segment, hate Flannel.
I don't
know.
hate that idea.
No, I'm just saying to hold him accountable to some of his takes, and then maybe let him go off on us if I'm always I hope he's writing something, and then maybe we can monitor. But might be able to. I just think it'll make it so much more enjoyable when Spenny gets a hold of him and tosses around like the lion and playing with his food in the Rivals show.
I know.
Legend killer.
Right?
No,
I mean, just please think about it. Maybe we
I'm not
could try
against it.
maybe every other week, or
I'm not against
if there's
it.
something Flannel is. But it's easy when he does thumbs. Oh, did you hear his latest?
no.
Holy shit! Did you guys hear his latest?
No.
He was legend killing Jason Hansen this morning.
Oh my god.
Get out of
Yes, that's worse than Ben Wallace.
here. Based on what?
What's that?
Ba-
Saying that Riley Patterson, Jason Hansen was nothing. Or I don't want to paraphrase. All in the back.
You don't even want to associate yourself.
I don't want to associate. Maybe some of the fellas in the back can light up the woodwardsports.com chat thread, which we see everybody in there. Light that up, or somebody in the back can come in during the break and give us an update. We don't want to speak to Flannel. We're not going to take away from our show. We got stuff to talk about, but but Neal, that's such blasphemy. Wouldn't it be great to have him on the stand, to say, okay, it's Wednesday, that he said dumb stuff like that, and we could just light him up?
Jesus, there is no stopping this guy.
No, I mean, this guy, hey, listen, you created him right in that booth.
You know what? Thank you for bringing that up, by the way.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sam Flannel, I made you.
Yes.
I made your career. I made all the notoriety you have. Everything you have right now is because of me. That's who. Who put this together? Me. That's who.
How many times did you
So
look
you should just get
there?
down on your knees every day and thank the good Lord above that I came into your life
Amen.
and made you what you are today.
Preach.
I did this to you, Sam Flannel. I did.
Not the takes. Not the takes. Over his own.
No, I made you. Now, Jeff Iafrady's making you, just like he's making the Woodward Sports Lions pregame show for another season of Lions football, as he has on weekly special guests on the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Whether you're sipping the Kool-Aid or you're same old Lions person, either way, you'll not want to miss the show. Premieres live starting Thursday, September 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern. Jeff Iafrady, good-looking guy. You see him on the graphic all season long. Action-packed Lions pregame excitement. The Woodward Sports Lions pregame show on the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. I made you, Sam Flannel. All right, moving on. Rack in the woodwardsports.com chat thread. I can't wait for Rod to call in today. Rod said no one ever. Well, we're doing. Hey, Rod, if you're in there, here's your shot, Rod. Let us know you're out there. 12:36. The floor is yours.
Rick, you're such a bad instigator. No one was bringing up Rod. We weren't even going to get to it. I was going to peter over it until you had to bring up that you didn't want to hear Rod, which means you wanted to hear Rod. So you're going to probably get Rod.
Yes.
Hey, Rod, what do you think of Sam Flannel's Jason Hansen take, too? There you go. Probably a good one.
No, it probably was. But yeah, the Lions did make the final roster cuts. Oh, Spenmo.
Yes.
Did you see the unofficial college football playoff rankings, by the way, dude?
No.
You didn't see them?
No.
If the playoffs started today?
The unofficial official?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you guys know that, right? It was a big week 0
Let me grab those
of
real
college
quick.
football action. And I think
Well,
that...
it wasn't, because the Get Right Special stepped in there and got it right.
No, yeah, got everybody
that's
right.
That's a week 0 win.
That's
right?
a week 0 winner.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 44-15, by the way.
Just
one game away from being 30 games over 500. That's some Atlanta Braves shit right
I thought
there.
you were talking about the draft.
I thought you were going to say some Shohei Ohtani shit.
Well, no, with a healthy UCL.
Yes.
But no, a big week 0 of college football action. And I think that the sentiment of the people, the sentiment of the voters, because you have to track this, right? That we're all about this, like weekly power rankings. This is society we're in. A big Ryan Lentz walking into the studio right now, by the way. Goated on the sticks, Ryan Lentz. Goated on the reels.
My goat.
Yes, absolutely. But anyway, I was perusing the social medias, Spenmo, and I think it's valid, and I want people's take on it. Because we know this, D-Mac, after week 0 of college football, we have the front runners for the college football playoff. It is not Michigan. It is not Penn State. If the college football playoff started today, you would have Notre Dame, big win over Navy.
Big win.
USC, a big win, not a good enough win to cover, but a win over San Jose State. Vanderbilt, who hung on against Hawaii with their scoreboard hanging from a crane, and UMass.
You gotta get an SEC team in there, somehow. Right?
SEC dominance continues.
Mm-hmm.
They will be in the playoff yet again when Vanderbilt takes the field against Notre Dame and USC against UMass. Battle of the U's.
Battle of the U's.
How can you argue it, Spenmo?
You can't.
We settled it on the field after week 0.
Yeah, it is strictly factual. As of right now, that would be the playoff.
Burns says, UMass Minutemen, it's time. Marcus Camby's not walking through that door.
No, he's not.
Lou Rowe is not walking through that door. Two birds, both stoned. Disc Golf World Championships this weekend. Can we please give it a segment? Give the people what they need. Who you got, D-Mac? The Disc Golf World Championships. My favorite is the guy that carries the cooler behind him on the wheels.
Is that on the Ocho?
Probably.
No,
yeah.
come on, man. They're serious. They got some totes, and do you go with the guy that's dragging the tote or the guy that's carrying the tote?
For me,
and I think I'm taking the tote.
Yeah, well, that's understood.
Seriously, that's mainstream.
I think I speak for Spenmo when Spenmo will lean towards the guy that's got so many beers in the cooler he's got to drag it behind him.
Yeah.
And he's got to, but these guys can whip these things.
It is wild.
I can get out there and throw it around.
I haven't played disc golf since I started playing real golf.
My buddy started playing real golf and then got on disc golf. I got a buddy of mine that's real into it. Like,
really?
He's good and shit,
It's fun and it's free, so
it's wild to me, the difference between like just showing up and doing it for the first time versus like people who can do it for real.
Angle their shots.
Oh, dude, yeah, he wraps it around the trees and stuff like that. Like it's like bends. You know what I'm saying? Like it's wild. The disc golf guy is a wild cat.
Oh, no, absolutely. They got different discs for different yardages, for different spins, to keep the straight one and the one that they can curve or the one that they can slice.
They got disc if you want to do the DMAC power fade.
Oh, yeah.
You're a fan of the power fade is your play. Rusty Shackelford.
Take one side of the course out.
Yeah.
Take that left side out.
Rusty Shackelford. Guys, I love the show. I hit the like button every show. But if Rod has another call-in, I will take that like back. Again, love the show, but I ain't got time for that.
Rusty, keep handing it out.
But it's Rod.
You got things to do.
Nobody.
Turn it off for that.
Nobody says no Rod is an effing loss of air.
Hey, Rusty, you know what? Neal, can I offer Rusty?
People need to calm down.
Yeah, well, here's Rusty. Maybe this is what you need to do before that happens. Remember, this is Neal's ship. He is driving. You can experience true meaning of exceptional cannabis products with dispensary. With Dispo Dispensary, with over 12 locations, including the new location that is now in Whitmore Lake. Dispo is never far away. Join Ermanni and Edwards and the Woodward Heavyweights. Hey, Spenny going to be there broadcasting live at the Whitmore Lake location this Friday, right? Okay, Friday, September 8th, but the Heavyweights will be there. 50 North Territorial Road, Whitmore Lake, Michigan. Dispo Dispensary, disposhops.com, your local cannabis plug.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions Show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer, Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, learning street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Holton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Everybody loves the tailgate, right? Where you're wondering where the best Lions tailgate is? Well, that's easy. It's Eastern Market, the official Detroit Lions tailgate parties at shed number 5 in Eastern Market. Woodward Sports will be broadcasting live for every home game. 3-star Michelin buffet chef Ermanni, VIP parking, and even tickets if you need them. How do you sign up? You go to bullseyeeventgroup.com and tailgate like a VIP. That's bullseyeeventgroup.com. Gonna be there. That sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah.
5-star chef.
I went to Eastern Market for the first time. The first time in my life a couple weeks ago.
Shed
It's
5
pretty
on
dope
the
down there,
end.
man.
Shed 5 on the
I
end.
used to do a lot of events at Eastern Market when I worked around Young.
I
Yeah.
love Eastern Market.
It's a good spot.
Shed number 5. I like the shed system. That's cool. Detroit Distillery's around the corner. You can get it in.
Terry Foster's hat man. He's down in Eastern Market.
I saw the store.
Yeah.
I saw the store. I think they had Terry
Yeah,
Foster in for a live signing. Yeah.
Slide over to Vivio's for Bloody.
All right, Detroit Lions roster is in, the 53-man roster. And look, I was told this morning that I guess Lions fans need a moment of therapy here. And the reason is not because of who they cut. It's because of who they kept. This Will Harris movement, or anti-Will Harris movement, is a thing. There's a spokesman for it. Take me inside the psychology of, because I'm not there. Like, look, you can't have a Pro Bowler at every spot on a roster, right?
Yeah.
It's not possible. And I'll do what I always do in these scenarios. I'll ask the people, then who? Right? Because this is the news. There were no great shocks to me. It was pretty much on brand with what I thought.
Here's the one thing. With the time that's been invested with Will Harris, it doesn't cost you anything, correct, Neal? Right? It doesn't cost you. But
minimal.
The time that's minimal, but the time that you put in, they might have played as well as Will Harris in the coach's eyes, but not better. You know, so he sort of had a foot ahead of them than, say, like a Brady Breeze or somebody like that in the secondary or whatever. So, I mean, are you really shocked if anybody left off or left on? I mean, you know, couple decisions. Maurice Alexander or Dylan Drummond? You know, the wide receiver, because you know you see him making plays. But again, that's numbers. That's decided. Obviously, sometimes you have to do more than enough to crack the lineup. To get in the door, you have to do more than enough. Not just enough. Like, you could do the same thing as the other guy's doing, but he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. Why? Because they've invested time in him. Because he's been around. Because he does, you know, maybe does other things well too.
Because he's got Brad Holmes' kids locked in his basement.
Because Spenny, you never know. Like, whatever it is. That's an analogy. It might have been a deep stretching one, but yes.
No, I mean, we've had Will Harris on the heavyweights at the Wicked Awesome Wishes and Joe
Yeah, he's your
Fukuda
guy.
event. Yeah, he's a very cool guy, very humble guy. He was great to talk to. It was a great interview, and he's versatile. Is why they keep him on the roster. He can do so
what
many
don't
different
people get
things.
about this?
Yeah.
Guys, we're seeing this all over sports now. I've talked about this many, many times, D-Mac, and it doesn't matter the sport. Basketball, football. If everybody's the same, versatility is the key.
Absolutely.
How can I get more out of you? Basketball is the same way. Give me 5 guys, and I'll figure it out. Give me 5 guys that are good, and I'll figure it out.
Or figure out how you fit in. What makes you valuable? You're more valuable because, yeah, you may be great in certain areas, but missing this spot. He's sort of like, Doug Brown or the Grindliners, or, it's something that it reminds me of the conversation I just had with Isaiah Livers going into Pistons season. All the talent there looking to fill a spot. Can you be impactful for the minimal time that you're in the game, and being versatile? That has its privileges, and it shows you. That makes you more valuable than the next guy in line.
In a salary cap era, man, that's the edge. That's the difference. That's what sets you apart. I know we do this a lot in this town, I notice. We get onto something either positive or negative, and we just go with it. We don't take a second to think about it. We just go with it. And I know this isn't hot takey, and it's not going to be plastered all over social media. It's just going to be, for me, I'm going to choose my rivals better than that.
You should choose your rivals better than that. And you can choose it at Woodward Sports Network, because Woodward Sports, Resident Sparty, myself, and Walmart Wolverine Flannel Sam go head-to-head in Woodward Sports' latest show, Woodward Rivals. Make sure you guys check it out, because tune in to Woodward Sports' YouTube channel for the premiere Thursday, August 31st, tomorrow, from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. It's going to be weekly Thursday at that time spot. Don't miss the most anticipated Michigan versus Michigan State show Detroit has to offer, Woodward Rivals.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread talking about the disc golf thing. You guys amaze me. We could literally talk about anything with our audience on this show. We literally could. Yeah.
I like to think our audience is a lot like you and I combined.
Yeah. Jake Wegener says, safe money's on Paul McBeth, 6-time world champion.
Okay, Mick Bizzle, he throws it. He likes to spin it. He's got that late. Hey, what do we like to say?
Late
the
movement.
Kiss. No, that little kiss.
Oh, just the kiss draw.
The little kiss draw. He's got a little kiss draw. That's one of them. 6 titles.
I guess too. Like, look, there are some questions, I guess you could say. Dirty South Wolverine, I bet Marky Mark's betting all his money on UMass to win the national title. They're in as of this week.
Boston.
They're absolutely in there. 40 Gumble says, Neal, I think there's some element of having Thomas and Lucas, if they clear, staying healthy while getting more practice reps, all while still having depth for the inevitable attrition. No, and I get it, and it just goes back to what D-Mac was talking about, what I was talking about. Versatility's key, man. If you can offer something extra, you enhance your chances bigly, I guess you could say, is a word that I like to roll with. Uncle Neal saw feet. There'll be a lot of yelling on that rival show. You think there will be?
Yeah.
How long do you think it'll take? An episode? A minute?
Oh, it's going to happen this episode. We're recording it at 1:30 today, so.
For real?
Yeah. It's going to get hot and heavy in there.
Yes. Zach says, where's my Ohio State representation? I don't know. Maybe Zach should be on the show. I don't know. But yeah, just as far as, and I noticed this was a topic of discussion too. Somebody asked, and the message were going too fast, so you have to excuse me. They do only have 2 running backs right now, which is not odd because they don't play tonight against Kansas City. Not Rod, odd. Odd. You have 2 running backs. Odd. No, there will be a 3rd running back. When the ball kicks off in Kansas City, there will be a 3rd running back in some form or fashion. I don't know who that will be. I don't know what their target is, what the plan is, or anything like that. The Craig Reynolds era, I don't feel as though is over with the Detroit Lions.
I think my question would be: are you afraid to lose anybody that you cut off your roster of getting picked up elsewhere? You mentioned, it'd be nice to see Chase Lucas or a couple of these guys, Craig Reynolds or whatever, on the practice squad, but do they have an opportunity to get picked up because of what we saw or other teams saw, do you think?
Possibly. I don't know, like the
Or are we picking somebody up off somebody else's roster?
They should be, right? Chase Lucas has all that tape, I was told. That big interception in the second half of the 3rd preseason game. Because guys are out there playing for their jobs, Neal. Don't dismiss that. So Chase Lucas has the tape. I assume he's been signed already, no? By the way, Myles Gaskin's expected to sign with the Minnesota Vikings. Just saw that on the bottom line there.
There's some guys out there. Do you want to get into that next segment about the potential running backs that could replace a Craig?
Yeah, that's always fun, man.
We got a list.
We can definitely do that.
Were you surprised with any across the league, or was there any shockers to you? Did you go, oh? Or was there anybody off anybody else's roster that you saw got dropped that maybe you could fit in here? We looking for any kickers? Because I saw wasn't there a trade? Wasn't there a kicker trade?
And D-Mac, that was kind of the angle that has surprised me a lot about this is the trade market. The 7th-round draft pick has become the de facto move to the front of the waiver wire.
Wow, the 7th-round draft pick is the bell of the ball. I mean, I see more 7th rounds flashing across the ticker now. Way to go, 7th round.
Yay, 7th round. By the way, too, there's something I didn't do a good job of that I have to figure out on. Riley Patterson was a trade for a 7th-round pick, right? Mm-hmm. A conditional 7th-round pick. I don't know the conditions of it.
I don't know the conditions of it either.
I'll have to dig a little bit on that. But he was a 7th-round pick trade. So, we will discuss the kicker situation, too. I will pat myself on the back again, D-Mac. I'm doing that a lot here today. 1, I created Sam Flannel.
It's true.
Number 2.
Wait, and you're patting yourself on the back for that?
Yes.
Got him!
Okay.
Absolutely. Number 2, I told all of you about this kicker situation that has become mainstream in the sports media market in this town now. Everybody's talking about it. It's almost like they listen to Woodward Sports Network around town. It's really wild how that's going down. Everybody wants, to sign Robbie Gould or trade for another kicker. So, D-Mac, all I'm doing is just saying, give me my flowers. That's it.
So are people not giving you your proper flowers yet?
I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it publicly.
Not up to your standards?
No.
Well, we know that Sam hasn't said thank you and stuff like that.
No, he hasn't.
And you know what? I was just thinking over here. So, like, Jeff Iafredi is sort of like your golden child, more than less. And then Sam Flannel you created. Was that just because you got tired of creating something in good form? You wanted to see what it was like in bad form?
Yeah, 100%.
100%, just for your own amusement?
Steve says, and you never will, Neal. Okay, you can deny the truth all you want. Burns says, Will Harris is versatile. He will be the 3rd running back.
That's fair.
Problem solved. Next. All right, let's do a deep dive. Chief secondary.
Yep.
313. Let's get into it. Juicy Jeff doesn't get granular like Neal, though.
Well, that's because you're protected by Guardian Alarm.
Well, 100%.
And everybody else, should be too, because Guardian Alarm can offer you customized solutions from real experts, professional technicians. Take the time to recommend security automation solutions specific to your needs. But I need you to call Guardian Alarm today. The number, 1-800.
Stay out.
24/7 professional monitoring. Call anytime, day or night. Know that a Guardian team member will stay on the phone as long as it's needed. But I need you to call the number, 1-800.
Stay out.
Technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work in people who have proven to care. Look at Mike, he's got his hat on. They care about him no matter what, business or pleasure. But I need you to call Guardian Alarm today. 1-800.
Stay out.
Stay out of the Jonathan Taylor Talks, people. It's not going to happen.
Stay out of the Tigers lineup. There's a couple people that could stay out of the Tigers lineup in particular.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Most of them. Anyways, Guardian Alarm, your local security experts, tell them Big D Energy, we sent you. Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. So register today at OutdoorEquipCo.com, and even you could have DMAC on your landscaping crew.
Are you a diehard college football fan? Well, it's your lucky day. Join special WSN guests like Spencer Raxter, Flannel Sam, and more every Saturday. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Saturdays and tune in live from 8:30 to 10 a.m.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White and Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Neal Ruhl here for 5 Iron Golf, downtown's newest sports bar. 13 TrackMan simulators, certified instructors, most importantly to me, a full bar and a restaurant as well. 5 Iron Fall Golf Leagues, they're back starting September 11th. Compete nationwide for a chance to win a trip to the Dominican Republic. Bring a foursome or sign up as an individual. They'll set you up with the team. Go to 5irongolf.com for more info. Use promo code Woodward10 for 30% off your golf league rates, everybody. That's 5irongolf.com to tee up the good times.
Sport.
Getting it pushing here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, in honor of BMG, Big Mike Gentry, Hats Backward crew.
HBC.
D-Mac, what about you? Visor backwards? Spencer, I need you on board. Let's go, boys.
All right.
Let's
Mike,
go.
this is what part of the team guy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
There we go. All right. Is this,
Visors backwards
is
are
this
pretty cool.
gentrification right here? It's a new form of gentrification.
We're all ready to go. We're all
Be
ready
like
to
Mike.
go.
Time,
Hey,
baby.
be like Mike.
Let's go.
There we go,
Trendsetter.
BMG. I like it. Do we like it? Chat thread, WoodwardSports.com chat poll. Backward hat, yes or no? I'll be honest too, because I know you know what people are going to do. They're just going to roast us.
Yeah.
Squirrels out.
But you know what
betcha
else
right
they do when they're around the house? They turn that mug
Oh,
backwards.
yeah.
You know they do. You know they do. Yeah, I'm voting yes on the backward hat because I like it.
See, I don't like the open backward hat. I mean, it says the guy with the visor. But if it was the fitted ones backward, that's cool.
Backward hats for the boys. Let's go Red Wings party. Anthony Patterson, the switch is on. Steven Syrett, very 90s.
Yeah.
D-Map Zoom, I dig it. All right, the people are down. Aaron Tackett, I agree with this one. Backwards visors are a power move.
Oh, are they? Right on. Thanks a lot. Oh, you do the backwards upside down.
Oh,
okay.
easy, guy.
All right.
Leave a little on the table.
That's a backwards. Come on.
That's what it's all
Come
about
on,
right there.
He's got to leave a little on the table, man.
Okay, got the squirrel.
Save some for the rest of
I'm
us,
getting a
D-Mac.
color next week. I'm shaved up.
Lorena Rios, is it rally time for the Tigers? Maybe it is. Hey, you want a stat? You want real quick Tiger stat?
Like, is this a... What kind of stat is this? Is this a...
This is gonna blow your
laugh
mind.
Stat? Oh, this is a... Okay, guys. So if we had a...
Javi
sound,
Baez.
Mike, if we had a sound right now, it'd be...
Yeah. Javi Baez.
Yeah. Oh.
Who struck out with the game on the line last night.
Surprise.
And wore it from the crowd, too. Poor Dan Dickerson had to talk over that and just had to keep it pushing. I know, Dan. I've been there.
That's why you're the best.
They went in on him. But what if I told all the Tigers fans and all of you in attendance to the show right now, what if I told you that Javi Baez this year strikes out 23.2% of his at-bats?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
23.2% of the time Javi Baez strikes out. He goes to the dugout looking like that on the way back.
Quack, quack.
Yeah, that's tough.
What if I told you that was the best strikeout rate of his career?
Wait. What?
What if I told you that?
I wouldn't believe you.
Okay.
That's unbelievable.
You can believe me or not believe me.
Believe him later.
Hear me now, believe me later.
That's fair.
So, what if I told you that?
That's the best of his career?
Yes. As he strikes out with the game on the line last night and wore it from the crowd. All right, Spenmo. 2 running backs. 2 running backs go in to Thursday night, but 3 are going to come out.
Yep.
Who's it going to be?
There's a lot of different things. People are saying that Craig Reynolds will be picked up again off of the waiver wire, but there are more people right now out there. We got Melvin Gordon, we got Leonard Fournette, Kareem Hunt, Zonovan Knight, Trey Sermon, James Robinson, and obviously you said Myles Gaskin is likely to
Has
be
just
signed.
been signed, yep.
But am I mad for wanting Leonard Fournette?
Yes.
I really want Leonard Fournette. Playoff Lenny? Bring him home.
Now I'm on board.
Bring him
All
home.
you got to do is say bring him home.
Yeah.
And then I'm on board.
I think people, Pride of Detroit put an article out there that more than likely Craig Reynolds is going to be brought back to the team because he was cut, not waived.
Yes.
So he doesn't have to go through waivers.
Okay. So there it is. And I'm sure he will be. But these are fun to talk about. You know who I stand for on that list? And I always have? You know who I simp for on that list and I always have? Kenyon Drake.
Kenyon Drake.
Healthy Kenyon Drake is real.
Alabama guy.
Real.
We have a lot of Alabama guys already. Might as well bring another. Will Harris, Alabama guy.
Bring Kenyon Drake home.
Bring him home.
Kenyon Drake's my guy, man. Passing game, all of it. Runs tough.
Healthy. That's the
Healthy
key.
Kenyon Drake.
That's the key. But if you're looking at a backup, a guy to spot in, maybe that's the rule.
No doubt.
It ain't going to cost you anything.
Correct. Lots to talk about the backward hat in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Corey Berry, it's the people's look. You'll never see this on the Final Word.
That's true.
They have makeup people and everything.
Mm-hmm. Water with lemon.
Water with lemon.
Or without.
Not an ice cube in sight.
You don't even get a lid and a straw.
No straw, no lid.
Listen, what is the room temperature? That better be 2 degrees over room temperature. We're not even allowed to have room temperature.
Not wasting
water.
a lemon on you, Neal.
Yeah. I know, right?
Not a chance.
It's kind of cloudy, too.
Wait, that's a glass. They got bottles.
Yeah.
Look at, I can't even
They
reach
get
them,
Foss
but
water mailed
with or
into them.
without.
Yes, I do believe.
Oh, was that all right?
There's no lemon in there. That's not was it Voss water or whatever it is? That stuff that's $5 a bottle.
That thing looked like it was lukewarm.
Yeah, it did.
At best. At best. Let me tell you something that won't be lukewarm, and that's Booner and Broder. Have you waiting all night for the perfect pair for the nightcap? We'll wait no longer. Woodward Sports bringing the best new show on the network, Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. You know what it is. Detroit's newest up-and-coming sports personalities, and we're giving them a voice from 8 to 10, premiering Tuesday, September 5th, the day after Labor Day, right here on the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Do not miss it. Woodward Nights, everybody. We're taking you all the way through. Yes. Up and up the game.
Those are two really good pictures. Those are good pictures, though.
I know. It's like the...
I need to redo my headshot. That was like 30 pounds ago.
You're looking good, Spenny.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Getting it in, man.
Trying.
Hey, so rivals with you and Sam Flannel will just be like continuous argument.
Yes.
That show right there has that get along, boom.
Yeah.
They're gonna have nuclear blowups because you're gonna sit around. That's gonna be interesting to see.
People are talking right now on the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Kenyon Drake went to Miami. That's disappointing.
Oh. I thought who am I thinking of?
So basically,
So
he
don't
goes.
bring him home.
Yeah, but you can't bring him home. Except for the end of the month when I go down to South Florida. Then it's like my second home
This
down
is
there.
saying Kenyon Drake went to the University of Alabama.
No. That he's going to sign with Miami, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, I mean, I guess like the moral of the story with all this cut stuff, D-Mac, is, and you asked a question, I never got a chance to answer it. No, I'm not surprised by any of it. I guess if you want to say the one that did surprise me, the one was Bailey Zappi.
And they're trying to bring him back.
And they're trying to bring him home.
Yeah, bring him home.
That was the one, and I guess that's going to be financial. And when you do that, both parties know.
Why did it surprise you?
Because he's shown there's a pulse there with him at the quarterback spot. You know what I'm saying? You know what one that everybody talked about that said that was shocking, but it wasn't shocking to me? When Colt McCoy got released by Arizona.
Yeah.
Everyone was like shocked.
Clayton Tune.
Look out for Clayton Tune.
Look out for Clayton Tune, baby.
Look out for him because they're saying Josh Dobbs is going to be the starter.
Mm-hmm.
That'll last for about 4 weeks.
Me and Lucas, ball knowers.
I'm telling you, low key, look out for Clayton Tune. It's either, but he better do it now.
Yes.
Because the whole reason to this right now is because they want Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams coming back. Also, speaking of running backs, did you see this?
The mystery team that had trade discussions with the Colts about Jonathan Taylor was the Packers. Would this have changed your outlook on Green Bay if the trade would have been completed? No.
0.0.
No, it
Nice.
wouldn't. No, it wouldn't do it. No, it wouldn't. Because he never plays. Because he's hurt all the time. He is. I'm sorry, man. Like, I know he had a great year. What, year and a half? Right? That's what it was.
Yeah.
Like, let's cut the shit. It was a great year and a half.
Very great.
Very great. Sure. Javi Baez had great seasons, too. He had a great year, too.
That's true.
Not buying it with him, man. Like, all the drama, everything associated with it. D-Mac, you were a
You
vet.
automatically you checked out. He doesn't get to the second stage, right? He doesn't make the check.
Let me ask you: does it move the needle in a locker room of guys?
No, well, I mean, if a guy like Jonathan Taylor came to, you would say, oh, okay, he's going to help, but I mean, he doesn't move it that much that he's going to sell tickets or maybe sell a few tickets,
But the vets, like guys like you and some of the vets in the Packers room, do you think they're sitting there going, oh, thank God Jonathan Taylor's here?
No, I think
we're going to the Super Bowl now.
No, but they look at what he's done in the past and say, hey, can we get him to that form, back to that where he was a champion or whatever like that, where he was at the top of his game, because it wasn't that long ago, right? Do you think there's still tread on the tires, Neal? But you're right.
No.
He's got to stay. How many guys do we talk about like this? Well, if he stays healthy, right? If he stays healthy, then we'll see. So, I mean, he's worth the shot. It's unfortunate with, Anthony Richardson could really use him, but I mean, it's unfortunate that it's gone that way with the Colts. But
But that tells you something too.
like, who
and
would you compare him to? Like, that's like making a move for. Is that like making a move for like? And I would say Luke Robitaille even had a more Hall of Fame career than Jonathan Taylor. So it's not. But like, it's somebody that you're like, oh, okay, can help. Wendell Clark. I mean.
Well, like Catspot's in here right now. He says Taylor is elite with track speed and power. Neal, that's a bad take. That doesn't consider context. Well, Cats, you don't consider the context. Colts ownership hates this man. They hate him.
Jim Irsay would rather spend money on a dead killer whale than give it to Jonathan Taylor.
All the bubblegum you can chew.
That's true. Lumber nuggets.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like, it's wild to me. You need some context, Catspot. The owner hates him, man. And things don't just magically
Doesn't matter
change.
if Irsay's the best or the worst owner in the league. He is the owner.
He's the owner.
He's got the money. He's got the power. What he says, go. It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah.
He would just rather him go away. And if you guys aren't careful, Strawberry Fest is going to go away on you. Get to Big Boy. The strawberry hotcakes. Maybe you had them earlier in the summer. Slide on back through and get those strawberry hotcakes again. The red velvet waffle, perhaps? Not a breakfast person? Strawberry bacon chicken wrap or the refreshing summer splash salad. Get dessert. That's the point of all this. The OG strawberry pie, deep fried vanilla Oreos, or the strawberry hot fudge cake. All that. Strawberry Fest. Not for much longer. Get to your local Big Boy today.
Winners, losers, pushes and draws, over-unders, prop bets, futures and spreads. Are you sick and tired of your picks being losers? Do you want to learn how to bet like a champion? Well, Woodward Sports searched the globe for the most dangerous man with a bet slip in his hand and gave him a show. Coming soon to Woodward Sports. Tune in every weekend as we introduce the greatest gambler to ever walk the earth.
Hi, I'm Booner, and I don't lose.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 2 cars, one for you, one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Let one of our talented, award-winning stylists make you look handsome and clean. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
How would you like to win a 100K Vegas getaway? Take your best friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps. It's the Cintron Energy. Drink it and live it. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter to win. Register at drinkcintron.com/Vegas and buy Cintron at your local Meijer store. Cintron, the healthier energy drink with great taste. Look good, feel great, and be the best version of yourself with Cintron. Just go to drinkcintron.com/Vegas to figure out how you can enter.
Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Hats Backward crew. Today, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, Darren, McCarty. His hat's like a switch. He's like Lincoln Hawk. If you know, you know about Lincoln Hawk. BMG, Big Mike Gentry, his hat is backwards. Spencer Raxter had his hat backwards. It's not now. He put it back with that big old dome you got.
Yeah, to not get in the headphones, it's easier.
And that big old dome.
Yeah.
Size 8?
Size 8, yeah. 8, I think like 8 1/4.
Oh, yeah.
8 1/2, something like that.
Does New Era even make that?
I think I got a special order.
They do.
They got to bring in a seamstress to make that one, huh?
I have to get it tailored.
Gotta get your flat brims tailored. Yeah. I like it though. Some reaction to the Jonathan Taylor thing, and it wasn't a topic per se, but Shane D says Irsay can't lose. He has JT under contract. Exactly, Shane. Taylor can't hold out. Per terms of the collective bargaining agreement on a rookie contract, he cannot hold out. He has to play. Polish Eagle, Taylor and his crazy agent are the problem, not Irsay.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just need you to trust me. That's all.
That's all.
Please.
I got something crazy for you guys.
Reality check. Crazy.
This is a reality check, everybody. And it concerns Detroit, and it concerns the city, and it concerns your football team, and it concerns you. Mel Kiper, which a lot of people say, no, Neal, he doesn't concern me. Okay, I get that. But he came out with this first preseason big board. We're not to mock draft season yet. I don't understand the difference between preseason big board and mock draft, but whatever. So listen to this, guys. That's not newsworthy. You know who it is. And by the way, these big boards all follow the same pattern. Mm-hmm. Quarterback, wide receiver, offensive lineman of some sort. Offensive tackle. That's always 1, 2, 3. Always. There's always 2 of them from the Big Ten, even though they always get crushed when they play teams from the SEC. But whatever. That's neither here nor there. The first sentence is what's here and there. Guys, listen to this. And D-Mac, I want your instant reaction to this. Mel Kiper said to start his column, As football season returns, so do I. Did you miss me? I'm back with my first set of prospect rankings for the 2024 NFL Draft, which begins April 25th, live from Detroit. That kind of gave me like a little bit of goosebumps, man.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that bricked you up a little bit.
Tingly.
Like quarter chub.
Gave you some wet cement.
A little bit.
Foundational. No, it's real. Like we were talking about, that's real.
This guy will not stop coming, dude.
That was a goodie. Yeah, it's real. Mel said it's real. It's football.
The next NFL draft is here.
Yep.
Like, it's happening.
Absolutely.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Be Ruthless 81. Mel hates Detroit. Here we go with the he so and so hates Detroit.
Mel got punked by Stan Edwards, that's for sure.
Yes, he did. No, he definitely did. There was no doubt about that. But no, all this talk though, Detroit Lions draft, all this kind of stuff. You guys already know it. When it comes to Lions coverage, here, Woodward Sports is the best. Gabby D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and, of course, Detroit legend Terry Foster at the corner of Woodward and Maine, bringing you the latest inside info on the Detroit Lions, Tuesdays 7 to 8 a.m., Sundays 8 to 9 a.m., 2 times a week, all season long. The most in-depth reporting and breakdown of the games, the players, and preparing you for the next time the Lions hit the gridiron. That starts Tuesday, September 5th, everybody. Notice a theme here. Get on board. Get your football coverage, Woodward Sports, because we're the best at it. That's facts, not opinion. That's factual.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
And it has, because you brought up opening day next year and stuff like this, but I'm going to opening day this year, and I don't know if we hadn't talked about it, but announced that Chris Jones, right, we're talking about his contract, but it's come out he's not playing first week, correct?
more than likely.
Yeah.
It is like a 97% possibility that he does not play.
So what is that if, Neal, I would ask you, officially placed Chris Jones on the reserve, did not report list? Is that like one of these things that by a certain date, if you don't show up, then you're not eligible? The NFL has those rules, eligible to play for that week. So is this something that you look at as better information for the Detroit Lions as of right now?
Anytime you can get Chris Jones to not play,
so that's a
winner. That's a win.
Absolutely what I was thinking, but it's reported now where you have a little bit more time to prepare. You never know, just little things that I saw that maybe go into the game plan that you can maybe spend that extra time, focus on somebody that maybe you don't know well enough.
Right, and look, like let's break it down from the inside a little bit with Chris Jones, okay? You've been around for a while. I think he's, 29, 30, something like that?
I think so.
So you've been around for a while. This is his crack at it, getting his money. And Spot Track did a great story on it, and I've kind of adopted their point of view on this. He will forego. He is prepared to die on the hill to the tune of $7 to $8 million. Paying the fines, the missed game checks, all of it. He is fully prepared to die on the hill for $50 million guaranteed. That's the play. That's the play on both sides right now. That's what he's doing. He's saying, I'll sit out. And the Chiefs are saying,
so the
okay.
money he sat out is like a tax. He's just going to take that tax.
Right.
He's going to forfeit 4 to make.
And all this right now that's going on, like he can still play. He could still play if they got the deal done. He'll still show up and play. All that's going on right now is the posturing. That's it. That's the only thing that's happening right now is the posturing. Chris Jones comes out and said, this is negotiation 101. I have the leverage because I'm the player you need me to win football games. I have the leverage. So I'm not going to play unless I get what I want. And the Chiefs are saying, well, we can move on. And to let you know that we're serious about playing without you, we're going to put you on this, I forget the name of the list for week 1.
So does it hurt? Do you think that it hurts him because he's such a dominant playoff, one of the best dominant playoff performers at his position in all time, and it's not playoffs? Do you see the right? Oh, is Kansas City going, well, you don't come to play till playoff time anyways, so we can wait a little bit more instead. Do you understand where it's a guy that shows big numbers, with like more of an Aaron Rodgers type that puts up big numbers in the regular season, so you need him right away? I just wonder if there's any thought process that, well, you're a slow starter anyways.
No, I don't think it's that. I just think that it's legit. We'll save X amount of money from him not playing.
Okay.
And here's where it is, D-Mac.
So is it they save the money that they would have got, and then they're going to meet at week 4, and then it would have been the same money anyways?
No, it's not. It's not necessarily that, but it's more along the lines of this: is we will physically save the money by not giving it to you. Like, we will keep the money. We're a good enough team. Here's the two camps. Chris Jones is, this is my payday. This is my shot. I'm going to die on the hill for $50 million guaranteed because this is it. This is my last ride. The Chiefs' view is, we're good enough to where we don't need you till week 8 anyway. That's the disconnect. That's the gap that they have to cross right now. I truly believe that. I don't know that to be fact. That's just kind of, I have a pretty good feel for how these things work sometimes, and it's just the Chiefs feel that we're good enough that we can get by without you. And when I say get by, stay in the division championship race and all that kind of stuff. I truly believe that's what it is. So where do the Lions come into all this, guys? I think it's very simple. The Lions benefit because both sides are steadfast in their will right now. D-Mac, what do I always say about deals and agreements? Human beings don't make deals. Deadlines make deals. You know this. You've been through the game.
Yep.
The day that it's due makes the deal. The trade deadline makes the deal.
It's like writing an essay.
100%. You got a 12-pager.
Oh, yeah.
You got assigned in October, and it's due at the end of the semester. You hadn't even looked at that thing until 2 nights before it's due. And then you drank anyway.
I pumped out a 20-page essay in probably 9 or 10 hours.
I did the same with one of my classes in college.
Good stuff. It's about Joan of Arc.
Did the all-nighter on it. But that's how this works. And where the Lions benefit the most in this is they are the week 1 opponent. Everyone can kind of establish, because DMAC, what is the one unknown with this little stalemate? Both sides don't really know. What if the Chiefs are just fine without him? What if they beat the Lions by 35? What if the Chiefs lose and they don't get any pressures? You know what I'm saying? Like, this week 1 is the experiment to see who has the upper hand. I don't think he's going to play. I don't. Because how can you see where you stand if you haven't seen where you stand?
Do announcements like that, put you in a different mindset, whether they're closer or further?
No, I think it's the only tactic the Chiefs have to play.
So it's just part of the game.
Right.
Okay. I was just wondering if we could read anything. I'm always looking to read something into it, right?
I just think it's, they're just following suit. Like, it's a game of euchre right now. And the ace was led, and they wish they had a trump, but they don't. So they just have to follow suit and give that trick to Chris Jones.
Well, they wish they had a trump. They wish they had this insurance coverage. Football's on the brain. It's college and professional football season. This year's going to be awesome. Also, the perfect time to shop for your home and auto insurance. Shop it like a pro with the one and only Swiss Insurance. They cover Woodward Sports Network, and they should be covering you too. Ask for Mark at Swiss Insurance today. SwissINS.com or call 248-800-4177.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
You want the coolest Detroit sports gear? That's easy. WoodwardSports.com/shop. It's pretty simple, everybody. You want the Stoke Not Scared t-shirt that DMAC birthed? There it is out there for you. You want Spenny's contribution? The Jack Campbell Meat Missile shirt? That one is there as well. Son got all of it. Free JMO? That one's out there. I might be rocking that one later on this week. WoodwardSports.com/shop. The coolest, the best Detroit sports merchandise. Pulling up on the second hour of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, BMG, Big Mike Gentry with his hat on backwards, so I have my hat on backwards. So DMAC has his visor on backwards. Spenny had his hat on.
I'm like Milt Plum.
You are.
I got the one bar, boys.
Yeah, absolutely. Spenny had his hat on backwards, but he's got like the big cans headset on there.
8 1/4.
And he's rocking an 8 1/4 size dome.
Yeah.
So it's about comfort.
It is about helmet.
Yeah, he did it though. You were part of the team.
Ty Domi's helmet, I'm sure.
Yes. All of you in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel and the Big D Energy podcast, iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker. What should you do after that?
5 star.
5 star. How many stars?
5 stars.
How many stars?
5 stars.
Let's go.
Hey, guys. Do you see Corey Berry's comment in here?
In the WoodwardSports.com chat thread? No, what'd he say?
New shirt. How about a Brian Branch B2 bomber shirt?
That's pretty dope, actually.
That's why I was like,
Hey, I have an idea. Neal Ruhl of Woodward Sports has an idea. What about a B2 Bomber shirt for
That's
the
a good idea, Neal.
WoodwardSports.com/merch?
Seeing that it came out of my idea that I
an
saw.
employee
My
of
friend
Woodward
Corey
Sports.
Berry, we and I were chatting back and forth.
Yeah.
And that's a good one.
That is a good
Gabby,
one.
what do you think of that one? Brian Branch,
B2 Bomber. B squared. Yes.
Questions.
We were talking about Chris Jones and the Chiefs and the standoff and all that kind of stuff. And I brought up the point. I said deadlines make deals. People don't make deals. Deadlines make deals. Kenny K89, what made El Mago's deal? That was a different deal. That was built on incompetence, both by El Mago and by Al Avila.
It's fair.
Those were the two primary components on that one. So there's that also. Catspot, Jones is 29, coming off a career year. His leverage will never be higher than it is now, and he knows he's only getting one more big contract. Precisely. And he's prepared to die on the hill for it. He will forego. I do like that he's playing the long game.
Get your money, brother.
Yeah, and that's it. Like, if this were Aiden Hutchinson, do you think the people would be as forgiving as we are with Jones?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You think so?
Oh yeah. We'd be attacking the Lions.
Yeah. If he had a Super Bowl in his back pocket.
2 Super Bowl. Yeah.
You know,
a 15.5 sack season, runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year, or did he win Defensive Player of the Year, or was he? I think he was runner-up. Like, yeah, we'd be attacking the Lions.
Sure. So again, I don't blame him as well. I certainly don't blame him because I would bet that he's not going to play. And I would also bet that's why you saw that little movement in the line. Remember how it was 7 the whole time?
Yeah.
Everywhere?
And 6.5.
And then like a week ago, it just all of a sudden, it just kind of dropped down to 6.5.
Yeah.
So that's it. Chris Jones is a half to a full point on the betting line. So there you go. So, it was just something that we were talking about. We were kicking back and forth. If you missed the Lions roster cut situation, subscribe to the podcast. You can go back and listen to that also. Spenny had a great question that I did want to get to about the Lions. And it was something that I wanted to discuss because he did have a great question about Rookie of the Year and the Lions. But if you love football, Woodward Sports is your plug for football all weekend long. This is a great idea, guys. Really great idea here. The game day watch party with Woodward Sports. Saturdays and Sundays, watch Michigan, watch Michigan State, run it back on Sundays, watch the Lions, and we watch it together. That is right. It is the Woodward Sports live game day watch party. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Well, special guest, many surprises. We'll see you watching some football. Mike G says, woo, go blue, beat ECU. Huge game.
Huge game.
Got to beat them all. Got to beat the first one. Beat the next one. Beat the one in front of you. What do you smell?
The gear right?
No.
Oh.
My antenna's going up, though, about Friday night.
About what? Central?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
The line. Spenny. The line, man.
Don't care. What's the line?
14.
Don't care.
That doesn't concern you a little?
No, they'll beat them by 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
No Kim season.
Neal started.
I'm just saying. I'm not
on a Wednesday. Neal just smelled. He wondered if it was smoke. He didn't know if somebody was burning.
It was crisp this morning.
Was somebody burning leaves that aren't even falling off the tree, or maybe tree wood in the background, or was it a house on fire?
Last time I had a fire out on the deck, it was with a tree. It was wood from an apple tree. So I had the apple wood going. It gave off kind of a cool smell. I recommend that, by the way. My parents cut down an apple tree, and it was nice. But I thought maybe that was it. But
Benny says it's under control.
I'm not saying we're on Wednesday. We're not till Friday yet.
Anybody else feeling that way out there?
It's just weird, Spenny. It's just weird. That's all.
Yeah.
You don't think that's a little weird?
No.
So you'll fly right into the sun. You'll take Michigan State lay the 14 all day.
All day.
You'll put your money where your mouth is.
Yes, I will.
A Spenny get right. You're calling a Spenny get right.
Yes, I am utterly confident. They win by 3 touchdowns.
It's got to be. It can't be called a Spenny get right. It's got to be called something else.
Jack Stark wouldn't be the first time CMU smacked MSU.
It's like a Spenmo
Smacked.
rock and roll.
Yeah, they won by a field goal.
Did a receiver have 20 receptions on him in that game?
I'm not sure.
In a MAC victory over a Big Ten
I
team?
can or cannot comment.
I know one game where a MAC receiver did have 20 receptions.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I do.
Well, what game was that, Neal?
That was Michigan-Toledo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tough one.
Nick Moore?
Yep.
No relation to Sky Moore. But anyway, that sword cuts both ways, everybody.
Or Roger Moore.
Or Roger Moore. Or former Lion Derek Moore. Goal line back Derek Moore.
Or, shots, the man shots himself. Shoom, shoom, shoom. Rondell Moore.
That is true as well.
Yeah.
Michael Boyd, Neal is trolling now. No, guys, you know how I do this. And look, I'm going to push your question back to the next segment.
Thank you.
I'm going to explain myself on this one, guys. I'm not calling for it. I'm not even saying mobilize on Central with the points right now. I'm not saying that. But it is Wednesday.
Big Daddy in the Woodward Sports chat says, Spenny will need to borrow lunch money next week. Joke's on you, Big Daddy. I have to borrow lunch money today. So hot.
Hit him with that Venmo.
Yeah. Venmo at Spenmo Rex. Really use some lunch.
The man's taking a chunk out of his ass this past year.
Yeah, I gotta pay quarterly taxes. I did not want to think about that.
Anyway, though, this is how it works, guys. The line tells you, D-Mac.
All you said is something smells.
Something smells weird.
The fire might go out.
It might.
It might not, whatever else.
Maybe it was the
Spenny's
chimney.
telling you that you're not smelling fire right now, whatever like this. I'd be interested what Uncle Terry has to say, being a chip himself. So, maybe, but it's closer. Spenny says we'll beat you by 3, so stay tuned, Neal. Stay tuned.
We have visual confirmation with Rod. Rod, what's up with the call-in line? I'll tell you what's up with it, Rod. You're going to be on it at 12:36. Wednesdays with Rod. Mike Gentry, you're shaking your head.
I'm not. I'm surprised he came back. I didn't know he was in the chat.
12:36, Rod.
I'm ready. I got
Be
the
ready
number
for it.
written down.
Oh,
You'll go right. Rod will go right to the front of the line.
Shout out to Duncan.
What's up with that?
He just sent me $2 on Venmo. Shout out to Duncan for a bag of chips.
There you go.
Appreciate that,
Piecing
brother.
it together.
Hell yeah.
Did you blow all the money I got you on the Get Right last weekend already?
Yeah.
You used it on taxes?
Yeah.
I'll take care of that tax
I
bill
gotta save
for you.
up for a tattoo. I'm getting a tattoo on my birthday. I'm saving up for that.
Of the 16 on your ear?
No.
Dan Campbell on your inner thigh?
No.
16 coming down like a tear on your right eye?
No.
When you get the 16 as a tear, will it be on your right eye or left
It's
eye?
going to be behind my ear if it happens. It's not going to be on my face.
Right eye or left eye?
Behind my right ear if it happens.
I thought the agreement was it's like a teardrop.
No, he said the 16 behind his ear.
Behind the ear.
I thought it was going to be multiple 16s that came down as a tear.
No.
That's actually pretty fire, though.
That would be funny, but no.
Okay. Rule breaker is firing up them chips. Guys, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I'm just saying something's amiss. Spenny, pin your Venmo.
I got you. I'm not going to pin it, but I will post in the chat.
There he is. Tyler, Spencer getting a tattoo of Logan Paul's Charizard chain. Can you confirm?
That is not what I'm getting a tattoo.
Okay. This has become a Spencer tattoo segment.
All right, let me find the picture.
What is the Grit and Tupac script tattoo bet? Division championship?
No. The Grit and Tupac script is the Super Bowl championship.
I have it written down. Don't make me check. Are you being honest?
Yeah, I'm being honest.
Okay. Rod in all caps. What's up with the call-in line?
We just said it, Rod.
Stop the selfish shit, Neal. Rod. 12:36.
Yeah, listen, man. Okay, so for my tattoos that I'm saving up for, I'm getting this on my thigh.
Okay. That will be the opposite thigh of the Dan Campbell.
Explain who that is again.
That is Sanji from One Piece. He's my favorite character from my favorite anime. So I'm getting that on my thigh. And then on my chest, I am getting My family's initials spelled Disco DJ is Dylan, Ian, Spencer, Cole, Olivia, Danny, Jackie. So I'm getting a Disco DJ on my chest. The guy's going to be drawing it out.
Okay.
How do you not?
And then I'm going to get, I don't know what order I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to get RBPR. Right here is my grandparents' initials.
And PBR in there as well.
And PBR in there.
That's pretty tight. Giovanni Mosheri, Venmo Racks.
Venmo Racks. Shout out to you guys. Dustin, Dan. Appreciate you guys. I could really use it.
I wouldn't say that too loud, man. You never know when the man's going to be listening.
True,
the IRS is going to want their piece of that, Spencer Raxter.
Appreciate you all. Oh, still rolling in.
Still rolling in. All right, I like it.
Shout out to Giovanni. He gave me 16 cents. He said 16
Nice.
Shout out to Nick. You guys are real ones.
Our
man.
audience, man, goated on the sticks, bro. It's a lot better than that soft-ass audience that listens to that soft-ass morning show. Ain't nothing soft about Planet Fitness, though. We're live in the Planet Fitness studios. You guys know what it is. $1 down, $10 a month. Black card option, $24.99 a month. Access to over 2,400 Planet Fitnesses around the world. Unlimited guest privileges, all of it. Tanning, all of it included. The bottom line's this, guys. 3 years I've been a member at Planet Fitness. I couldn't imagine my life not being a member at Planet Fitness. I've accomplished every fitness goal I've ever wanted to do through Planet Fitness with their help. The tools are there for you guys. All you got to do is walk in the door. There's over 50 of them around Metro Detroit. Make it a part of your life. You'll be stunned what will happen to your life. Go to planetfitness.com, pull in the parking lot on the way home. It's Planet Fitness, Darren McCarty.
Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports Crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays. Join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions!
With money on the line, featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
Big Boy Strawberry Fest has officially arrived, and we're here to show you the very best flavors of the season. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our deep-fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, and a slice of our classic strawberry pie. But that's not all. Cool off on a refreshing summer splash salad, or savor the flavors of our chicken Caesar wrap and strawberry bacon chicken wrap. And for breakfast lovers, don't miss out on our strawberry hotcakes or our mouth-watering red velvet waffle. Strawberry Fest is something for everyone. Celebrate the sweet season with us at Big Boy.
Have you ever argued with your little brother? How about some random guy you're stuck in a room with for an hour? Flannel Sam and Spencer Raxter are at each other's throats. One Spartan alumni and one Walmart Wolverine are locked in a room with nowhere to hide. You're welcome. Whether it's go blue or go green, you can go to woodwardsports.com for all the action. Coming soon to a device near you.
Calling all landscapers, how would you like to landscape like a legend? I'm talking about myself. Register for a chance for you to win a chance to landscape with me, 4-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty on your crew. That's right, I'll be on your crew on a zero turn, weed whipping, whatever you need. So sign up today, OutdoorEquipco.com. That's OutdoorEquipco.com.
All right, I got to put this out there. This is crazy. Dustin Birch, Dan Wood, Dustin Gerlofs, Giovanni Mosheri, Nick, Rake. It's Rake. Shout out Rake, CJ Snyder, Timothy Wirt, Anthony Archam. Shout out to all you guys. And shout out to Steve Lehman sending the 25 ball, man.
Man.
I know. What? Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go get some Subway.
At Neal _ Ruhl.
I won't have to eat
a ball marinara.
Oh yeah, I won't have to eat a bag of chips in Arizona for lunch like I did yesterday.
Well, you look after
Side with some cigarettes.
I literally my lunch yesterday was a bag of Cheetos, an Arizona iced tea,
for real,
and a cigarette. Yeah.
I will hit that $5 footlong menu if that's still
sure,
a thing.
For sure.
You're good for next week.
About to hit Subway for sure. Appreciate you guys.
They got $10 footlong now.
Yeah, is that what it is now?
There's no way it's $5.
You just let that get right roll, baby.
Yeah. Save it all up. You put it on the get right. Double your money.
I'd rather eat.
Would you rather eat twice as long?
Yeah, but I'd like to eat something today.
Yeah, enjoy today. But then,
Well, hey, just think of it this way. If you spend $7 today, let your boys Michigan State turn it into 14.
That's fair.
You're all in.
I am all in. Appreciate you guys.
You got to total that all up and bet it on Michigan State.
This just proves that the BDE chat is good.
They're the realest.
Yeah. They really are.
Shout out to you all. Shout out especially to Steve Lehman. That's a real one.
That was a real one. No doubt about that. All right, now we can get to the question. Rod 1236. Rod.
I feel bad now.
Why?
I don't know. They just keep coming in. I feel like I don't deserve it. Shout out to Xavier.
It's like the Jerry Lewis telethon around
listen.
He said, give some love to D-Mac and tell Neal he's the GOAT of Woodward Sports Network. Go Lions.
It recognizes.
I like that one.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, real recognize real.
My favorite one's the 16 cents.
Yeah, the 16 cents.
The 16 cents was the best one.
That was a good one. That was Giovanni Mosheri.
Yeah. He's covering his part of the 16 teardrop tattoo. That's gonna be going down.
Shout out Hunter. Shout out Jeremy. Dude, you guys are real, man. It's crazy. I feel like an OnlyFans. I feel like an AI on TikTok. So good. Yum, yum. Like, I'm pimping myself out to the chat right now.
All right.
Subway,
so
good. Why would you think that that's what they want you to do, bro?
I don't know.
Neal
I can
Ruhl.
sell you guys feet pics if you want.
That's
some
feet. How many times? I know we haven't said this about. That's heavyweight stuff. That's not. No, that's not. They're here for your intellect and the way that you run the show. That's heavyweight stuff. Wait till the money comes in on the heavyweights.
That's fair,
right? That's where you do all that kinky. Beyond the. This is where you let them know who Spencer really is. That's where they get the party,
That's
right?
fair.
To the end of the night, right? This is why they do that.
DMT,
See, they're just sending it in because they want to make sure that you have 2 cigarettes and a $5 footlong.
That's fair. That's fair. I wonder if they sell Lucy's in Birmingham.
I doubt it.
I remember one night I was walking around
not.
East Lansing. I was walking around East Lansing like hammer. I was going into gas stations
with one
like,
shoe.
Yeah, I was like, "You guys got Lucy's?" They were like, "What's a Lucy?" I was like, I eventually got one, and he was like, "What's a Lucy?" I was like, "You open a pack of cigarettes, and you sell me one at a time." He was like, "All right, I'll do that." He's like, "What do you want?" I was like, "Give me some Reds."
Give me 2.
It was clutch. Yeah.
Get it for 50 cents or charge you $1.
Yeah, no, it was 2 for 2.
You were like, "Do you take Venmo?"
Yeah. It was 2 for 2. That was pretty clutch.
Oh my god!
16 cent comes in.
I don't know whether to laugh or cry at this. I don't know whether if I should laugh or I should say, "Hello, everybody. Neal Ruhl with the United Way." 16 cents a day. Do you have 16 cents a day? Because that's all it takes to sponsor Spencer Raxter. He's out here eating potato chips and drinking Arizona iced tea. Not even the good flavor, just the one that's 99 cents.
No, yeah, it was just the regular iced tea.
And for 16 cents a day, you too can provide a daily lunch of nutritious food for Spencer Raxter.
Shout out to Evan.
He no longer has to go across the street and get the hot dog glizzy.
Yeah.
He can, in fact, have a meatball marinara sub.
Wow.
Next thing, he'll be live from Coons.
Yep.
Alive.
Sponsored.
Shout out to you guys. The chats, you guys are real.
All right. That is cool of you guys, though. But it is for real. How about this question? And it's a great question. I think there's an easy answer. I think there's one that's a little more nuanced to get an answer from. But there's a certain answer if you're looking for college football coverage.
There's an easy answer.
There is an easy answer for that. Of course, it is the Woodward Sports for the love of college football. Saturday, 8:30 to 10:30, hosted by your Woodward Sports favorite. Spencer Raxter will be out there giving out his Venmo. Easy will be there. Flannel Sam, many, many more. The love of college football. Saturday mornings, 8:30 to 10:30. The realest football coverage. This is what you want. We go by the views, guys. This is what you want. We'll see you all weekend long. WoodwardSports.com.
Yeah. And shout out to Dabber for throwing me 420.
Yeah.
Your people.
It's a real one.
D-Mac, I got a question for you. Well, Spenmo does.
Weed every day.
Talking about the Lions. What's more likely, a Lion winning Offensive Rookie of the Year or a Lion winning Defensive Rookie of the Year?
You know what? Boom. And right off the rip, when you think in your head, Gibbs, Branch, wow. You got two guys in the conversation.
You do.
You like legitimately entering the season in the conversation. And where'd they come from? Oh, same school. Winning school. I'm gonna say defensive, because if you're gonna come out and you're gonna start like Branches and make and expected to make that much of an impact defensively. You look at it in history, it's been cornerbacks, it's been guys on the line with sacks and stuff like this, but I'm just going to say there because of volume. Right? So volume of being a starter, being impactful in the backfield because of, the line secondary where they came from. So he's going to have to be a big part of the turnaround, and that'll put a spotlight on him, as opposed to Gibbs, who I think will be highlighted, but because of Montgomery's back there and it's sort of the two-headed beast that I think that's harder because a receiver, a young receiver is probably going to pop off. So but the best thing is right off the top, you don't got to look for players. They're right there on the tip of your tongue.
And I'm surprised. And here's the deal, D-Mac. I'm surprised, and again, this goes back to my Central Michigan discussion from earlier. Just pulling up the numbers as I just did, I was stunned. I was flat out stunned. What if I told you it's not Brian Branch? What if I told you it was in fact Jack Campbell?
Yeah.
See, there.
What if I told you even further that at Caesars Sportsbook, Jahmyr Gibbs is 10-1 to be the Offensive Rookie of the Year? And at Caesars Sportsbook, Jack Campbell is 12-1.
So that would be it. So
there's not this disparity we might think.
I never even thought, and then there you got two on the back end. What's Brian Branch? Is he even on there? Because I think
30-1.
Okay, boom. I like that. $3,000. Let's go.
30-1.
Yeah.
And look, the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Corey Berry says, not a great chance of either, but I'd say Branch for Defensive Rookie of the Year. And look, somebody earlier talked about the fact that when you look at the competition that Jahmyr Gibbs is going against, because of the fact that you have Bijan's anointed, right? Plus 250. It's 2.5-1 to win the Rookie of the Year. Factor in Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, C.J. Stroud, who are all quarterbacks. If any of them are even halfway representative of a real NFL quarterback, they're going to win. Gibbs can be as good as he wants to be, or as good as what fits in the system.
It's going to go to an offensive
brand name, brand position, quarterback thing. Because I was with you, D-Mac, when we first kicked this around, Brian Branch pops in my head, and I said, well, Brian Branch can't win it because he's a safety. How lucky will, he'll have to get 4 deflected balls that land in his chest. And I didn't even consider Jack Campbell.
Neither did I.
And
it didn't even pop in my head till you mentioned his name.
I thought about it, but I thought, nah. Because what have we been conditioned? What were we conditioned on draft night to think? Oh, weak side linebacker, waste of a pick in the first round. That's what we've been conditioned to think. I think these lines, though, they don't think that. The bookmakers, they don't think that. They think that Jack Campbell can be a force this year. And here's where I probably agree with them. Because Branch can be safety, get 6 interceptions, be a phenomenal season for Brian Branch.
Yes, absolutely.
Incredible. Would you bet on him getting 6 interceptions?
No.
No, you wouldn't. But what if Jack Campbell had 150 tackles? And they win the division, and their defense is 12th in the NFL. And he's the reason why. And the rush defense is 9th.
Well, is it fair to say that if this defense is going to be what we think this defense can be, that the integral part will be 2 rookies, Campbell and Branch? Like they're real, and I know with Gardner Johnson and Sutton and everybody else coming in and around it, but that's what we're talking about. 2 guys that'll have to play at that Pro Bowl level.
D-Mac, can you give Tim Hilton a birthday shout out?
Timmy Hilton, what's up, D-Mac, Darren McCarty? I want to say, hey, happy birthday, 2023, Woodward Sports, Big D Energy from Neal, Spenny, Big Mike Gentry, and myself. Happy birthday, bro.
What a real one.
Detroit Supremacy says Easy has Branch winning league MVP. Is that true, Spenlo?
No, he does
not.
not.
Okay, I thought he did. You know what, though, D-Mac? Backing up your point, I know we got to get to the break. Backing up your point, though, when we talked about Campbell and Branch and how Campbell didn't come into your thought process, Sam Laporte is 40-1.
That's my guy.
I'm just saying.
That's my guy, and I know, he dropped the pass or whatever like this, but again, to the same thing. Think about guys that are impactful. I look at it without getting too deep on it. Look, we're legitimately talking about guys that people think are on the board.
That's 4 guys.
Impactful.
4 guys that are on the board for Rookie of the Year from the Lions. It's D-Mac, it's crazy,
That's
man.
That's why we always talk about, tell me why it's not same old Lions.
You want a bomb, Spenny?
Let's hear it.
You want to use your 16 cents that Giovanni Mosheri sent you?
What is it?
Clayton Tune, 100-1. I like it. 100-1 shot.
He's throwing bombs to Rondell Moore. Shoom. Shots.
100-1.
Yeah.
Take your 16 cents. Be $16.
That's fair.
Get Subway for 3 weeks.
That's fair.
2 weeks at a minimum.
No. Couple Lucy's, couple
Arizonas. Stack it.
Yeah.
How'd you like to see famous athletes like Jim Harbaugh, Darren McCarty, and Brilliant Edwards play golf with average Joes? Thanks to Randy Wise Automotive and Woodward Sports, you can do just that. It's a Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Make the wise choice. Pay attention to Woodward Sports and the YouTube channel. You can go back in there, watch the Jim Harbaugh episode. We're uploading more episodes as they become available as well. We're out there taping them as we speak. It's a Randy Wise Automotive Team Celebrity Golf Tour.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Check out the Woodward Sports Network on YouTube. The best sports coverage by personalities in Metro Detroit. Stop settling for the consistent Kool-Aid drinking and get the content that counts. Our experts know the inside scoop on the teams, not afraid to share real opinions. Subscribe to Woodward Sports on YouTube today. Man, look at Juicy J up there on the graphic too.
Again.
Move over, D-Mac and Braylon. Hey, you know what you guys are going to be like? Have you seen Back to the Future before? Remember when time was running out and people were disappearing off the picture? Oh. That's you and Braylon.
Yeah, that's about time. Well,
subscribe to Woodward Sports on YouTube.
Age.
Shout out to Kalamazoo in the Woodward Sports chat. Real one.
It's a real one. Sometimes I've told you guys this before. 1236 Rod, that's your time to shine, man. We'll give you the number when we come back. We were just talking about who's more likely to win a Rookie of the Year award for the Lions, Offensive Rookie of the Year or Defensive Rookie of the Year. And sometimes I've told you before that I let you guys program this show because you guys come up with good stuff. Why? Because you know what you want to hear. So it all works hand in hand. And D-Mac, you got a comment that really got your gears turning a little bit, and mine too, because I think it says something.
No, not gears turning, but I thought it was a great question, but I thought one that was easily answered, and I lost who said it, but it was Nick somebody. But anyways, Dingman, maybe. thank you for the question, but it was like, hey, where's all the hype been for Malcolm Rodriguez? And I looked at you and said, no, bro, you don't get it. You don't need the hype because he's settled into being the player that they need him to be, role player. He's the guy that because of him, to come in and make plays, you can win with because he is your backup guy coming off the bench that makes you even stronger. That tells you a lot about your starters when a guy that is a six-rounder, correct?
Correct.
Right, can come in, make an impact like last year, great, play over his head for whatever. But now as the water gets right, meaning you have first-round draft talent, you have other guys' size and stuff like this, and that's not taking anything away from Malcolm. It's almost like more or less he's on the grind line, right? He doesn't have to be, but he can embrace his role, and that's, I love it. Do you not agree, Neal?
No, 100%, because again, it goes back to this. Look at the drafts. And somebody asked a question, do you think Brad Holmes has more or less hits than other GMs in the league? And then we can do this as you want.
I believe that Brad Holmes is probably consistent with other successful teams that are playoff teams in the league.
And I would say
more so than not.
And back it up. What's the one key element that you notice throughout Super Bowl champions?
Sixth-round picks, late picks, making plays.
The Kansas City Chiefs last year. I know Mahomes gets all the shine, and Chris Jones and Travis Kelce and all that kind of stuff.
Nick Bolton made
McIsaac or
their whole secondary was rookies.
And remember how bad? Remember that you did Kansas City's team a few years ago not reflect sort of what we are coming out of? We hope to come out of here in Detroit, where it was like they could put up points, but their secondary was soft, and then they addressed it. Snead and
they got it good enough.
Their Snead right in the backfield is like us adding C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I think that may be too a question that we could ask Dan Campbell or Aaron Glenn is like, which defenses or styles did you see, progress? Because you look at all the teams that are trying to progress, whether offensively or defensively. So I think we saw that in Kansas City because it's those role guys that have made them successful.
And my point with the Brad Holmes draft is he's not done, right? The draft's here next year. There will be more hits. You can bet on it.
You can bet on it. You can definitely bet on there being more hits. And if you want to know the best bets you can take, you just got to tune into Woodward Bets. It's back.
Ooh, yeah.
Booner is hosting Woodward Bets like a phoenix from the ashes. Woodward Bets is back.
Jesus.
So make sure you tune in live Saturdays at 11 a.m. and live Sundays at 11:30 a.m. It premieres September 2nd. So make sure you check it out.
No question about it. WoodwardSports.com chat thread, and people are sounding off. Brandon Katz, KC didn't win because of their secondary. Katz said their secondary was horrible last year. You know when it was good enough? That last game in February. It was just good enough.
And you know what successful teams do? They have you talking about or being ranked in the odds about Rookie of the Years, their top guys, but then they also have guys that come out and shine from the back end also and be great role players.
Tyler says, I'd say his early picks outside of Hutch and Branch and Laporta have been sus, though. But then I would tell you, Tyler, he got you a gold jacket wide receiver in the 4th round. Is that sus? No, it's not. He got you 2 gold jackets in 1 draft. Is that sus? No, it's not. Nothing sus about that, bruh.
Factual.
Kirby Joseph, a 3rd rounder. James Houston, a 6th rounder. That we haven't seen this before. You know what the draft was before he got here? Jeff Okudah, DeAndre Swift, Julian Okwara, Jonah Jackson, who low-key is pretty good, Logan Stenberg, Quintez Cephas, Jason Huntley, John Piscini, and Jayshon Cornell.
Julian Okwara still school out on that.
Yeah.
Right? Which would be a blessing.
And you know what the draft was before that?
But it tells you you're getting deeper into, and then you're not hitting on the later ones either.
And let me tell you the draft before that. T.J. Hawkinson, Jelani Tavai, Will Harris, Austin Bryant, Aruarie, Travis Fulgham, Ty Johnson, Isaac Nauta, P.J. Johnson.
Yikes.
Well, versatility, like we said in the first section. Will Harris.
There you go, man. You know what the draft was in 2017? Jared Davis, Tease Tabor, Kenny Galladay, Reeves Maben, Michael Roberts, Jamal Agnew. He's okay.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. Jeremiah Ledbetter, Brad Kaya, and Pat O'Connor.
Shout out Brad Kaya.
Like, come on, guys. Picks have been sus. Look what you've lived through. How can you say his later picks have been sus? No, those picks are sus. Most of them are out of the league. Like, come on, man.
Shout out Brad Kaya.
That's your guy.
Yeah. But as Peaceful Tim says, bunch of nothing with the hashtag Quintricia.
Fair,
now
man.
We're not
I think,
here
I
now.
mean, I wouldn't say
now we
nothing.
have guys that you know or are getting to know their names.
Did Quintricia draft Ragnow and
Yep.
Decker?
They
Jonah Jackson?
did Ragnow.
Yeah, those are good picks. But it's nothing compared to what Brad Holmes has been able to amass. They had a couple good picks in their tenure, but nothing like Brad Holmes has done.
Yeah, they all, like I said, they also took Jelani Tavai in the second round.
And Tease Tabor in the second round. Who they did the most film he's watched on anybody in the league was Tease Tabor, and they picked him, and guess what? He's trash.
They chased Frank Ragnow with Kerryon Johnson.
Yeah. Carry-on was all right.
He's out of the league.
But do you see the thread here, guys? Hit, miss, hit. That's what every team that isn't good does. What good playoff teams do, what the Lions seem to be doing now, is hit, and then hit later also. A lot more hits.
Sure.
Successful teams. I'm sure if you go down to the playoff team, you go down to, Philadelphia. What have they been doing right? Tampa Bay, what have they been doing right? Look at the success. They've been hitting.
Tyler said, dude, his early picks. Read, Neal. Tyler, communicate, Tyler. It's like I'm talking to my wife on that one. She doesn't watch, so it's okay.
That's fair.
I had to double clutch there for a minute. I was like, she doesn't watch.
Yeah, she doesn't watch.
She's teaching America's youth right now. So
The real heroes.
Yeah, shout out. Not just talking into the microphone like an idiot out there. Hey, let me tell you about the Sports Marketing Agency. They spread awareness about mental health. Rod, you're on deck, by the way. 313-552-6322. Rod, 313-552-6322. Rod, it's your segment. Call in. Sports Marketing Agency spreads awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their podcast, This is the S Word, helps address the stigma associated with seeking help. If you are struggling or someone you know is struggling, go to thesportsma.com. The Sports Marketing Agency, they're here to help.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
You're a good coach, Tim. Oh, great shot.
Some of the biggest names in Michigan sports, and some, well, not so much.
Good. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh,
Watch episodes at woodwardsports.com. Neal Ruhl here for the Academy of Warren with kindergarten through 8th grade that features AM/PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, a learning street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, and of course K through 8 athletics. With a brand new state-of-the-art Sports Dome field house, it has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field that can be used for 7-on-7 football as well. Enroll now. It's time. We're going back to school. academyofwarren.net. Enroll now. Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, BMG, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter as well, racking right now on his Venmo. Shout out, everybody.
Shout out.
Shout out to the real
you
ones.
guys. You're goated.
Goated on the sticks, man. Absolutely. Tyler has reappeared in the chat thread. What do you guys want to do? You want to do Rod, or do you want me to handle Ty? Do Rod and then...
Do Rod first, yeah.
I got Rod on the line. I'm pushing
Do ya?
through, right?
As a matter of fact, let's go to the Woodward Sports phone lines. It is Wednesdays with Rod. Rod, thanks for calling in. How are you, man?
Super. I'm pretty good. I am also better known as Super Racide, the inner city sports analyst, and I am one of the biggest, baddest, greatest voices of the inner city. You better believe it, and you can achieve it. Now, here we go, fellas. I wanted to start with college first, right quick, before I get to that 53-man
Go ahead.
mediocrity roster I've seen. So, starting with college, we have 3 individuals who are on the Mount Rushmore, or 3 in Michigan. That would be Magic Johnson, that would be Tom Brady, and that would be the team of the Fab Five.
That's fair.
We have to utilize, starting with Tom Brady, and not just for U of M. Now, this is what Tom Brady can do. This is what Tom Brady can do for U of M, and also for all teams up north. We need to go to Tom Brady. U of M needs to give him a blank check and say, look, Tom, part-time. We want you to recruit 5 stars, part-time, not just for, and then that's U of M, okay? Now, the rest of the colleges is going to get jealous. Oh, well, you got to recruit for them. Listen. Tom Brady can get a blank check from all colleges up north and bring in 5 stars to all colleges. Listen, the man wants to be a billionaire. Why not make him some type of recruiting satellite for 5 stars? But here's the key thing. We are Michigan. We need every advantage we can get.
Yes, you do.
We got people on the Mount Rushmore of all time. We got, not to even mention
Shout out Nick Martin.
Well, hey, Rod, real quick, man. You don't have the Fab Five. What did they do there? The banners are gone, man. The Fab Five never existed. I was told they never existed.
Stop playing around. We're talking about the ultimate greatest package college team of all time. They set the standard for NIL. And if they deserve back money, all that name, image, and likeness started from them. So they are, and don't try to take away from your Michigan home roots, Neal. The Fab Five is the greatest full package team far as hype, controversy.
No, that would be UNLV, Rod.
No,
that would be UNLV.
Fashion. They were like entertainers. They were entertainers and they were basketball players, all wrapped in one fashion statement. They were hip hop. They moved the culture. They was with a culture. They were like rock stars, hip hop rock. They were hip hop rock stars. So therefore, I can name all 5 of them with the quickness. You can't really name UNLV, all 5 of them. At least not the majority of the people.
Anderson Hunt's from Detroit, man. But anyway, Rod, people got a question for you here on the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. They say, how can they be the best team when they never won anything?
Again, I just said the best at what they did, far as name, image, and likeness, far as
but not
popularity.
Winning. Okay, got it, Rod.
Listen, if you cannot even win, and you're still the greatest team, far as
okay, Rod, we got to land the plane here, bro.
Fame, far as fame, image, and greatness, bro, you are a winner in your own right, and they are the most popular team. Now let's get to the 53-man roster.
Sure, land the plane.
Again, but again, we cannot overlook Tom Brady. You just skipped over that. Tom Brady recruiting 5 stars. 5 stars all over the country. Bro, you don't like 5 stars, do you, Neal? If you want 5 stars, just stockpiled. We have to have Tom Brady step up and say, I'm going to help out Michigan, and we're going to have an advantage over these down south teams now because I'm here. So if they're smart, recruit Tom Brady to do what Tom Brady's supposed to do for Michigan. Now, let's get to the 53. Let's get to the 53-man roster. And before I even actually get to the roster, let me say they need Barry Sanders. They need to bring Barry Sanders and make him some type of coach on the sideline.
Okay, Rod, you're losing me, bro.
Hold on, bro. No, man.
You're losing me. You're losing America right now, Rod.
Start thinking outside of the box, bro. You got a coach that's what? He was a player.
Rod, do you think Barry Sanders wants to coach, man? Do you think if he wanted to coach? I am listening to you. Now you listen, Rod. Land the plane. You call the show, land the plane. Make some sense. You're losing the people right now, bro. You are.
Bro. I'm making sense because I'm thinking outside of the box.
No, you're thinking out in La La Land, Rod. Come on, man.
I'm not. Listen, your coach is a former player. And then you got Chris Spielman, who was a former player. Why not have Barry Sanders?
Because he doesn't want to, Rod.
You don't tell him what he want to do. You ask him.
Oh, Rod, I think his actions suggest he doesn't. You know how I know? He's not there, Rod.
That's bullcrap.
Hey, give me your 53-man point right now, Rod. We got to go.
Okay, but just let me say, look, you give Barry Sanders a blank check and let him be on the sidelines where he's supposed to be. If anything, he's going to be good luck.
That's where you want him to be.
Yeah. Okay, Rod, the 53-man roster, please.
Or he would be there.
Now as far as the 53-man roster, it's mediocre. I see mediocrity all through and through. Let's start back again with the running back situation. You could have kept Williams and Swift and still had those little newbies you just brought in. They're gonna
Rod, we covered this last week, man.
Listen, no. I didn't cover. We didn't say nothing about
Williams.
Williams.
We did. We talked about Swift last week, bro.
I said Williams. They got rid of Williams. And
I heard you bring up Swift's name. Did you bring up Swift's name? Just a second ago, you didn't say DeAndre Swift.
I said both of them, but I'm talking about.
So you did say Swift. So you can forgive me then, Rod, right? When you say Swift, you can forgive me for saying, hey, you said Swift. No. See, that's the thing, Rod. They pay me to talk, Rod. That's what I'm here to do, Rod. And when you talk about DeAndre Swift, when you talk about Barry Sanders as the coach and all this outlandish stuff, and the Fab Five never won anything, Rod, that's where you lose me. That's where you lose America, Rod. Excuse me, Super Racide.
You are narrow-minded, and that's why the Detroit Lions ain't gonna do about.
Okay, Super Racide. I'm sorry. I wrecked the Lions,
listen,
man.
Again, with the running back, Williams.
That's what he said.
Emphasizing on Williams.
Okay, get to the point, Rod. You got 20 seconds.
Okay, Williams was a great, durable running back, and they're going to pay for giving him up just like that. And DeAndre Swift, you could have kept both of them. And that's a moment for Brad Holmes. That's a silly moment. Now your receivers are still mediocrity. You only got I like Marvin Jones and I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. You're going to have to bring in 2 more high-powered receivers. If you can't do that, that's going to suffer too as well. That's mediocrity as far as running backs and receivers.
All right, Rod, we got to bounce, man.
If you know how to think outside of the box, you'll bring in Antonio Brown. You'll bring in.
Okay, that's enough. BMG, that's enough. Okay, Rod, thank you. We appreciate your efforts. Thank you.
What did he say? That I can't
bring in Antonio Brown to be a wide receiver. So that was that. I'm stunned. I'm staggered, but I am going to tell you.
We lost about 85 viewers.
Did we really?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun for me.
That's
right.
Fair.
It was fun for me.
I know, because that's all it was. I
don't know why you can't. I don't know.
Broder and Bruner, they'll be fun too, right?
I bet you I could pick up. I could pick up viewers with the Flannel Sam segment.
Yeah.
We'll do that. That'd be the counter Rod segment. But yeah, Broder and Bruner. They'll be out there for you as well. Rack says Barry will coach if Rod asks him. Your mom's favorite skater, Rod has the dementia. Pinpoint. See, you know what? We may have lost some.
Gosh,
but I think the ones we lost are worth the engagement of the ones we kept.
Right.
Like Pinpoint Boar 33. Pinpoint. I haven't seen you in the chat.
That's because they're trying to right the ship. That's because they're loyal. They're throwing the water out of the ship.
I haven't seen Pinpoint Boar in the chat thread before, but he says, "Bro, this is amazing content. I love this."
People are requesting Venmos from me now because of that.
See how easy it comes and goes? That's like being married.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll flash another nip if I can keep it.
Well. How the turntables.
That's Woodward. That's heavyweight stuff, bud.
Oh, man.
Tell us about Lady Jane's.
Oh, I'll absolutely tell about it, Lady Jane's. How about come to Lady Jane's for not only an award-winning haircut, but also a chance. Yes, now we're winning trips and dream trips. All expense paid sweet. 2024 NCAA basketball tournament. Yeah, that's right. No expense spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Just get to Lady Jane's. Haircuts for men. Open 7 days a week. Walking anytime is wicked awesome.
Are you a diehard college football fan? Well, it's your lucky day. Join special WSN guests like Spencer Raxter, Flannel Sam, and more every Saturday. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Saturdays and tune in live from 8:30 to 10 a.m.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
When buying or selling real estate, flexibility, control over the sales process is key. Sellers, how would you like the freedom of canceling your listing agreement at any time for any reason with no penalty? That is exactly what Mark White & Associates offers. It's called the Minute-by-Minute Listing Agreement by Mark White & Associates. Try Mark White's risk-free minute-to-minute listing agreement today. Looking to buy or sell real estate? Visit markwhitesells.com or call 248-290-8242. MarkWhiteSells.com, where flexibility meets success.
You guys are on one in the chat right now. Neal, Ruhl, Darren, McCarty, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter here with you. Final segment of Big D Energy on a Wednesday. Dirty Dr. D. So he wants Colin Kaepernick and Antonio Brown. Guys, quit with Rod. Let me tell you this. Sometimes we know what we want, but we don't know that we want it. And D-Mac, the people's strong emotion and disdain for Rod being on the phone tells me that deep down, they want this. They want this. If you're being honest with yourself, you want that. Now, I wanted to let him go a little bit because I wanted to see. He laid out like he was going to have some interesting takes. He did. And I wanted to give him a fair shot after the implosion of last week. And he started out okay, and then he just drove it off a cliff. Real talk. Do you enjoy it or no? Because I do. I'm not going to lie to you. You do?
I get some laughs.
Do you enjoy it, D-Mac?
No.
No? Do you enjoy it?
I can't even hear
Oh,
it.
you don't count.
Hey, Ermanni, let's switch. I mean, like, I can there's worse things. I can tolerate it, but, like, somebody in the chat, I apologize who it was, it's funny, said that was Rod is one of Antonio Brown's personalities. But it just, a lot of it doesn't make any sense to me anyways.
Bradley K. Maybe,
or it's wrong time. Like Rod wants to have a conversation, and Rod has said he wants to debate. He wants to sit and debate, and it's sort of like his format, which deserves to be heard, but it's not the time and the place. Maybe one of the other shows that's coming up is a great place for Rod to debate. Like Rod and Flannel Sam debating might be just entertainment gold. I think that with some of the stuff we're talking about, it gets off track to where we want to be. So maybe that's like not in the context. I love the fact that Rod or Super Racite in
See, you got it right.
in
Yeah.
the city.
Super Racite,
because he's
yeah.
he's got like I hear passion and I like that. It's just where we're at, it can go off target, but there's a place. So but that's why you drive the boat, bro. I just make sure I throw the bumpers out and tie it up.
Chuck Brewer says, honestly, no. So there's that one out there as well. I know what the people do want, though. You want Woodward at night.
Yeah,
That's what you want. And you want Woodward nights with Bruner and Broder. That is right. Bruner and Broder out there. Woodward nights, 8 to 10. It all starts on Tuesday. The engines are firing up on Tuesday, guys. We're going basically around the clock here on Woodward. All the football content, all the content at night that you want, everything about Woodward Sports. Bruner and Broder, Detroit's newest voices, 8 to 10 starting on Tuesday. We are doing it. But yeah, that is it. Let's go Red Wings party. Rod made some great points about Jamal Williams and Swift being left off the 53-man roster. See, I knew I heard that.
Did he say that?
No, he was talking about, he brought up DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams, and then he started going on something, and then he said, no, I'm talking about Williams. I said, but you brought up Swift. He said, no, I didn't.
Yeah, no, he said, yeah, I did, but I emphasized Williams.
Rod's got some demons to work out.
William Winders, trust me, we don't want it. 78% voted no. Come on, Neal. I think when you get past the emotion of the moment, I think sometime this weekend when you're enjoying a cocktail on your porch or you're out on the golf course,
I think
you're going to say
it's not in the right context.
Yeah. You know what?
I think in other contexts, on a different platform where you have a longer form to talk about it or have an argument or a debate or whatever, where you could get into it, it would be funny. Like lean in on that aspect. I think that people just it's not the format. That's all. Neal, no means no. Tell him, Ray.
That's a good point, Ray.
Yeah. Detroit Dabber 313. All Antonio Brown needed is Coach Barry Sanders to straighten him out.
I like it, Dirty Burrito. This is Big D Energy, not Super Rod City hot takes.
Super Rod C-Day. Sleep on it, all right? Let's report back on Tuesday.
That's fair.
See, now it seems like it's seeping into being Neal's guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, okay.
I'm
so
honest about it. See, but D-Mac, I'm being honest about it.
So I think you could get more honey if you just said, hey, guys, this is my guilty pleasure. Will you please entertain me for a segment a week? Just like I'm petitioning for a Wednesdays with Sam Flannel to roast him for a segment as a guilty pleasure for me. So maybe this is a great, in the political season, this is a great way to play politics.
We should take it to the people. Flash poll, 1 minute. Rod or Flannel on Wednesdays? Who do you want Wednesdays, Rod or Flannel?
Live in a hot
There's no third option, Svenmo, because you know what the people will do. 1 minute of voting. I'll let the people determine
Rod on the phone.
Or Flannel in person.
Or Flannel in the hot seat. Which do you put?
Dan Wood said, ooh, tough call. Damn.
You guys got a minute. Go with your gut.
And then these guys...
I'm voting Rod. I voted Rod right now.
It better be Flannel.
I voted Rod right now. I'm not going to lie to you.
Flannel's at 81%.
I was thinking about starting to show up a little bit more. But
Rod's gonna need a closing.
Rod's gonna need to close fast.
Come on, just get Rod. Get Rod to 51%. Now you'll stop the count.
Is this like the Get Right special?
I'm rooting for it.
Flannel's hate. This goes down to deep hatred. Like, this is more like who's the heel that you like.
All right, that's enough.
Is it?
It's Flannel.
The people have spoken.
The people have. No. All right, the people have spoken.
Yeah.
We'll do next Wednesday with Flannel.
Thank you, guys.
We'll get him on here. We'll make sure he's okay.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back at it tomorrow. For D-Mac, for Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter, my name's Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping in. Big D Energy. Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.
Won something. Okay.